store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point, I think.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. When you see these Alabama linebackers demolish quarterbacks and wreck things in the backfield, you have to think of Derek Thomas in that 27-sack season in 1988.
27. That's insane to have that many sacks in a season, especially when they didn't throw the ball that much. But finding ways to get after quarterback. You've seen Alabama guys, they're built different, they're recruited differently, and they have a lot of success, and they get after quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
But to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goal, good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Knox. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the gun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown time! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy, Alabama, just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dropping back, it's Willihan. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught in the backfield. It's Knox. And that had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Knox. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Now from inside the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to pass. It's Willingham. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The sure hands, it's Maynard. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Meadows. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Willihan. Flips it out in the flat. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Let's go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Meadows. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that drive covered 40 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, you can tell those 2 have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Tackle!
The inside handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Willihan. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. There are a few things that just make me happy in life. A great steak, a scrumptious dessert, and a tight end who makes a catch on third down.
If the steak's medium rare, I'm right there with you, Reese. And I'm also there with you on these tight ends on third down, too. Too big for DBs to cover, too fast for linebackers to cover. That guy's a weapon.
Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Just keep swinging it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Set, ready.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field. A top-5 rivalry, and it's gone finally. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Huffman. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Boy, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement out front. Let's keep this drive going.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that 1st down. Nice job.
Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's on target and complete. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. Trying to find the end zone. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Iowa.
One more play to pad the stats. Was to pass. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. They want to see if they can score the deuce. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.